This is the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. Brought to you by Rigstar Communications, innovative oil field communication solutions. Video production by The Creative Monkeys.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to tell you what it's time for. You've got two fine-looking young men in a suit and tie, some arena bleachers in the background. Of course, it's time for another Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. My name is Liam Nixon. I'm joined tonight by my right-hand man, Mr. Jonathon Dyck. John, nice to be joined by you again for another edition of the Royals Podcast.
It's nice to be back, and it's nice to have you as my play-by-play man again.
Happy to do it any time. Now, John, tonight the Royals welcome the Calgary Canucks into this building. Always an exciting game when these two Calgary teams hook up. The first game of a very important back-to-back home-and-home series for these teams. So far, they've met each other 4 times this year, and the Royals not a whole lot of success.
That's right. The Royals so far this year are only 1-3 against their crosstown rivals. Although these two games are huge, the Royals are only 5 points up in the Canucks in the standings as of right now. If the Canucks can pull away with these 2 wins, they'll only be 1 point behind them going into the Christmas break, having some momentum. The Royals have also lost 2 in a row. They want to get something going before Christmas, before they can go home, dwell on it, and relax a little bit.
All right, now tell us a little bit about the lineup that we can expect from the Royals, injuries, lineup changes, and whatnot.
John Malin is still out. He has a broken wrist, I believe, and although he will be back after Christmas playing with a player's cast, he will not be 100%, but he will be good enough to go. Mark Miller is back in after some time off, and Korluck is going to be out of the lineup as a healthy scratch tonight.
All right, now it's no secret the Royals need to stay out of the penalty box. They haven't been very good at doing that so far this season. The Canucks, one team that you really don't want to take a lot of penalties against.
That's right. They have 2 of the top 20 scorers in the league in their lineup. They both play on the top line. They both wear captain's letters on their jerseys. One of them is Kyle Burton, and he is number 2 in power play goals in the league, and the other one is Bennett Royer. You're going to have to watch out for those 2.
Tonight's game has just ended as the Calgary Royals fall to 1-4 on the season against the Calgary Canucks as they lose this one 5-3. After the game, we had a chance to catch up with goaltender Chad Fox as well as a very dejected Shane Lust.
I am here with Calgary Royals goalie Chad Fox. Chad, what happened tonight?
Well, we were in a pretty tight game, and then we started taking a lot of penalties in the third, and I think that just killed us. Can't take a penalty, take that many penalties against a team like that. They got that one line that just kill you every game.
Can you talk to us about how you guys could have defended differently against that one line, considering that they scored all the goals against you?
I think we needed to take a defense first, a perspective against them. Sometimes we had guys were trying to score goals, but against a line like that, you just got to try and keep them off the score sheet, and you'll win a game.
All right, getting put back into the lineup after 3 games, how did you feel out there tonight?
It was a little shaky to start, I think, but it was to be expected. I mean, Bax was playing great, so I wasn't seeing as much ice time as would have liked, but I thought after the first period I played pretty well.
What do you guys have to do tomorrow night going to their barn now?
We have to work a lot harder than we did tonight. I think the work ethic wasn't exactly there, but it'll come tomorrow, and we'll get it back tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much, Chad.
Thank you.
All right, outside the Royals dressing room with forward Shane Lust. Now, Shane, the game's tied 3-3 in the third period. Looks like you score the go-ahead goal, but the ref called it back. Kind of walk us through the goal that wasn't.
Well, the shot on net, it kind of hit me in the face. I threw my hands up because it hit me in the face, and the ref said I gloved it in the net, and he was at the blue line, so I don't know, tough call, I guess, and cost us the game.
All right, now, I know that you never want to go into the dressing room after the game blaming the referee, but it seems like you guys were frustrated a little bit, both with the coaches and the players, a little bit with the referee, and tonight, was that the case?
Yeah, we just got frustrated and then took 5 consecutive penalties in the third, and it cost us the game.
All right, now walk us through how frustrating it is for a team. You kept 3 out of the 4 lines off the score sheet, but that one line did all the scoring against you guys. How frustrating is it when one line's able to be that productive?
Yeah, it's tough when all 4 lines couldn't really check them tonight. They scored all 5 goals, and I don't know, it's been the case all year with that line hurting us three last 4 games. So.
All right, so a big home and home. You guys go into their barn tomorrow night. What do you guys have to do as a team to try and defend against them a little better and keep them limited on the score sheet?
Well, even though they're in last place, they definitely are probably one of the hardest working teams in the league. They may not have the best skill, but they're outworking us, and that's why they're beating us. And we got to go into their barn and outwork them.
All right, Shane, well, thanks for this. We know it's a tough loss tonight. We appreciate you doing this after, and good luck tomorrow. All right, so John, Shane Lust visibly and understandably upset in that post-game interview there. He did get that goal called back, and it seemed almost like once that happened, it affected him personally and affected the rest of the game.
Yeah, and it definitely did. You could see the whole team just deflate after that goal. They thought that they were up again. They'd been up earlier in the period, but then all of a sudden it gets called back. Lust goes out there and takes a stupid penalty, stupid at best, if you could even call it that, and then the Canucks go back and score the winning goal. You can't do that, though. And then the rest of the Royals team, it kind of transferred over. You could see Coach Barrett getting frustrated visibly, vocally, all that kind of stuff. But you cannot blame it on the ref. You got to blame it on yourselves when you lose a game like that. You cannot say the ref called that goal back and that's what lost us the game, because a no goal is a no goal in anybody's book. It doesn't matter if it crosses the line or not. It's no goal. All
right, so the third period started off exactly how the Royals wanted it to, with Brandon Kozin getting an early goal and giving his team the lead early in that third period, but things just seemed to unravel from there.
That's right, and Kozin getting that shorthanded goal, it looked like they had all the energy that they could possibly imagine after that goal. You looked at the bench and every single person was smiling. You looked at the players, everybody was excited, everybody was happy, but after that, once again, it just seemed like the team didn't have the same type of level that they did before, and they thought that they'd already won it, even though they still had over 17 minutes left to play in the game.
All right, so a huge game coming up tomorrow to end off this back-to-back home and home at Max Bell Arena. Can the Royals use the end of this game as a momentum, try and give themselves a little bit of energy heading into the second game of this series tomorrow, or is that something that's going to deflate this team and hold them back tomorrow night?
There's only one person that can choose the fate of this team, and that's Ryan Barrett. Even though the players are out on the ice playing the game, and they always say that the players are the ones doing that, the coach is who's going to motivate these guys and really shift this around. He's got to take this and say, hey, they came into our barn, they did this to us. Maybe the reffing wasn't on our side, but we got to look at this now. We cannot be disappointed, because we don't want to go into Christmas break and going home eating turkey saying we've just lost 2 games in a row. We want to go in there saying we won a hard-fought battle against the Calgary Canucks, our crosstown rivals, because that always sounds better to friends and families than the other way.
All right, well, it was a hard-fought loss by the Calgary Royals. Now we're going to throw to some highlights. All right, and Royer and Burton continue to be out there on this power play, but it's number 8, Ben Ferrer. He rips a shot. Nicely labeled wrist shot. Finds its way over the glove hand of Chad Fox. 1-0 Canucks. Lilac trying to find a shooting lane. Now he does. Tipped in front by Davenport, and what a goal. Great hand-eye coordination there on the part of the captain, Austin Davenport, and this game's tied at 1. Now Corey's ridden into the boards hard. Now the puck comes out, a shot, scores! Kyle Burton, the goal machine, takes a nice pass from behind the net, and he makes no mistake. 2-1 for the visiting Canucks. Now we've got 3-on-2 as Kozin comes in. Kozin and Perlin crisscross. Kozin over to Carpenter. What a goal! What a goal by the Calgary Royals as Kozin and Perlin switched positions. Kozin saw a wide open Carpenter, one-timer, no doubt. 2-2. Carpenter has it. Carpenter coming to the net. He takes a shot. Nice rebound goal by Brandon Kozin. Short-handed. This is exactly what Coach Barrett would want to see out of his team. Less than a minute into this third period. Brandon Kozin, Johnny on the spot. Brandon Kozin having himself a huge game, John.
And yeah, that's right. Kozin, the most impressive thing about that play there, he did not skate by the net.
Perlin has lost his stick. Actually, Perlin gave his stick to Herrick as Herrick lost it. What a goal by Bennett Royer. Skates out, sees a little bit of daylight over the right shoulder of goaltender Chad Fox. Puts a backhand right up over top of him. He's got Goodwin, gives it to him. Goodwin coming, he takes a shot, and a goal by Lust! What a heads-up play by Shane Lust! Oh, and this is going to get called off, and Lust is going over to the ref saying that hit him in the chin. I think the ref is calling a high stick there, but unfortunately for him, I think it went off Shane Lust's chin, and Shane Lust is not a big fan of this call. Burton just chips it into the zone. This is dangerous as Royer gives it to Fair. Shoots and scores! A heads-up play by Kyle Burton to scoop that puck over to number 8, Ben Ferrer, and Ferrer nets his second goal of the evening, 4-3 for the Canucks. And now we've got a fight as Austin Davenport called on Colby Albert, and Albert was only too happy to oblige, and before it could really get started, Davenport loses his footing and goes to the ice. Stick, and Ferrer's going to come out, takes a shot, and he scores. And that should effectively do it here for the Calgary Royals as Farrer nets the hat trick. Vandergraaf ended up on his butt. And that will be the end of the game as the Royals fall to 1-4 against the Canucks this year, as they lose this game 5-3, John. And that is going to wrap things up here for the final Calgary Royals AJHL hockey podcast for the year 2006. On behalf of the entire crew, some of us you see, some of us you never get to see, but they're working very hard behind the cameras, working the switcher, directing. So some people you never get to see on camera, but trust me when I say it takes a lot of people to make this machine work. So we thank them on behalf of all of us. We would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a very safe and Happy New Year. The next time we see you will be here on January 7th. It's a Sunday. Mark it on your calendar. It's a 2 o'clock start as they welcome the Fort Saskatchewan Traders to town. Do one better. Treat yourself to a hockey game early in the new year. Come on down to the arena. Come join us. Pop by. Say hello. We'd love to see you. On behalf of Rigstar Communications, the Creative Monkeys, and of course, the students of the broadcasting program at Mount Royal College, we would like to once again wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2007. Take care, everybody.
This is the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. Brought to you by Rigstar Communications, innovative oil field communication solutions. Video production by The Creative Monkeys.